Welcome to today's Seidokan Saturday. So today's technique is called the double circle blocking. Now we kind of already do that in a couple of situations, and it's based on the prep hand of our normal blocking, so wherever our preparatory hand is. These are a parry combined with a strike or an additional parry to the arm. A parry is different than a block in that it guides the hand rather than interrupting the hand with force. So rather than force on force, it's a little bit of a softer technique. So we take the same basic movements of our 8-point blocking system, right, that we had before, and now we're going to open the preparatory hand and follow it with another open hand. You'll recognize in here, number 1 and 2 are the same basic ending position as a knife hand block, but the difference is instead of coming from high over the prep hand, we come from under like we do in standard blocking pull and block procedure. So we block across and then the hand follows. So if you think of it like this circle, like a windshield wiper, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So I come over to my elbow and out. I'm not really hitting my elbow, but that's the direction of the motion. You also see this in the mawashi uke from here, where we have this motion as we come in to the mawashi uke, which we haven't gotten to yet, but that's an extension of this movement. This is more the Shaolin way of moving, but as I said, it comes right out of our basic blocking movements. So if you go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you think of where the preparatory hand is, open it, and follow with the closed, or with the other hand open as well. That's all it is to do the 8-point open hand or double circle blocking. And they go like this. We start with across, under and out is 1. Come across, under and out with the other hand is 2. Now we come in, like we would prep here, we come in, softly guiding and coming across. And again, I could grab and hit the guy in the neck, I could grab, hit the biceps, or I could just bring by, come to the wrist, follow with Tweety, Nikyo, Aikido technique, whatever, or Kotegaesh, depending on which hand he's punching with. Okay, so again, 1, circle, circle. 2, follow my hands slowly, watch the path that they're moving on. 3, out. 4, out and in. 5, back of the hand followed up with the top, and I'm going to guard. 6, back of the hand followed up, I'm going to guard. 7, I'm going to come around and follow with the open hand. 8, coming around and follow. And we can leave our hands here even, just like in the end of Pinyan Nidan. That's all there is to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And learning to be soft and flow to guide. These movements lead us into positions where we could trap. Right? Follow and block, parry, hit, parry, follow, and trap. Same thing, follow and block, follow and hit, follow and grab. So we can use these blocks for any of the same purposes, they're just a little bit softer. By parrying and pulling the person in instead of hard blocking, they resist less. There's this tendency, and Sensei Teller did an interesting video on this about softness, and it helps with Tweety techniques. If I try and put force into it, that energy automatically makes them resist. Same thing happens with a block. If I block hard enough and they stiffen, then that helps me actually break their arm. But if I block hard and I haven't broken their arm, it just stiffens them up and makes them come harder. If I block softly, it tends to draw them toward you. So in concordance with that, when we do the 8-point blocking open hand double circle, we tend to use cat stance more than the other stances because it is a soft, yielding type of motion. and that's the 8-point open hand double circle blocking. Practice them slowly. Go back as many times as you need to see where the path is. Now, if I do it sideways, you can see a little more. It's not forward and forward, it's toward me as I go, pulling into myself as I go, rolling him toward me, pulling him past, So that's the path, okay? It shouldn't be that hard if you've practiced and gotten good at, but mastered. If you've gotten really good at your preparatory hand positions, again, all you have to do is open and soften them, and you essentially have this technique down. Thanks for joining. If you have questions, want to work on a specific thing, hopefully next week I'll have a partner with me and we can look at those against attacks so you can see where the hand positions go. But again, if you're doing them against regular punching attacks or even against grabs, right? If somebody's grabbing me, we can apply them the same way. Ask questions though if you have any, and I'd be happy to clarify, and like I say, hopefully next week maybe we do it with a partner. Or we move on to the next technique. I don't know, we'll see when we get there. Thanks for joining. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everybody who's been making comments and sharing it with their friends. And until next Saturday, as always, keep practicing.